Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back. So today I am doing part 2 or 8 more types of Fallout players. So last video reached the goal like, which is really hype and exciting. So if you guys want a part 3, let's aim for 15 likes on this video since we did 10 on last one. Let's aim for 15 likes on this video. I just want to say thank you for everyone in the last video who watched it, supported it. And this is like my first back-to-back uploads in a very long time, as you guys know. So without further ado, let's get into 8 more types of Fallout players. So the first type of Fallout player we are going to get into is the pro. So this is someone has lots of experience on the game, has played multiple Fallout games, enjoys the game. Obviously, they're good at it. They know what they're doing. So they craft weapons themselves. They make different, more powerful chems. They're very good using VATS, stuff like that. Know how to make their perks right. They know how to evenly spread their perks so that it works well for the build they're playing as. And they're just all around, they're knowledgeable in the game, and they're very solid at it. So yeah, that is the pro. Getting into the second player on this list, which is something that I try to do, but I'm not very good at, is the challenge runner. So this is someone who definitely has played the game more than once, and they're looking to make their game more challenging and definitely more fun. So this would be doing challenges like road only, or challenges like you're limiting yourself in the game, which makes the game more challenging. So you could do like melee only, which is like a very base one, or you could set all perks and skills to level 1, stuff like that, where you're always level 1 all the way through, but you're still fighting level 40 enemies. Something that makes the game really challenging, which can make it very fun, especially if you've played the game a lot and you've played it over and over again. So that is the second player on this list, the challenge runner. So going into the third player on this list, is the console commander, or you could kind of say the hacker. So console commands are in every Bethesda game. That's just where you pull up the list and you can just type commands. That can do pretty much everything. You can change your FOV, your speed, your jump height, and then you can just slash command things in, kind of just like in Minecraft. This can be good, say, because there's no FOV slider, change your FOV or stuff like that. This can also be bad, you could slash command 1,000 fusion cores and an XO2 power armor. So there's definitely two types of people use it. Some people just use it for quality of life, which at the end of the day, it's your game, play it how you want to play, but some people will slash command themselves to level 1,000, which, yeah, cool, you're now completely overpowered and there's no point grinding anymore, but yeah, that's just what some people like to do. But yeah, so that is the console commander. Now we're going to get into, probably, this is what I used to be when I played Fallout, is the FPS gamer. So Fallout 4 specifically, a few years ago, was the first story game I got into. It's kind of what dragged me into the story games about, 2-ish years ago. A bit over that, 2.5 years ago now. And I was Fallout 4, it looked like it had some good gameplay, a lot of shooting, but I still want to enjoy a story game. So this is one thing that most of the FPS gamers are. They just really like, shooting, shooting things. They like running around, and just with a gun, playing like an FPS game, which I think Fallout 4 does a great example. That's why I think it's one of the best introductory Fallout games ever, for someone who doesn't play story games. It's just fun, running around shooting people, and this is usually the player, probably their first or second playthrough on the game. Their probably favorite Fallout game is Fallout 4, and they just enjoy shooting raiders or ghouls or whatever, which is completely respectable. But now we're going to get into the 5th person on this list, which is the collector. Now this is someone who goes out to collect every single bobblehead, goes out to collect every single magazine, every single type of power armor, everything. They just go for everything, which I think is a commitment, because I've never in any of the Fallout games collected every single bobblehead or magazine. But people do this. They're also they will lead into my my next person on the list. But they just enjoy collecting and having accomplishments. They probably have, they probably put up all their the deliver on a rack or whatever. They'll probably put up all the important one-time find guns and all rare items up on walls and display it, which I think is really cool. It's just like in Minecraft, if you're to put up your diamond armor on armor rack. So that's kind of what the collector is. They just like to collect cool things and show it off, which I do that sometimes. I mean, I'm just not a very good collector, but yeah, it is really fun to do that. So now we're gonna lead into number 6, which is very similar to the last one. This is the platinumer. So instead of collecting in-game items, they collect trophies. So most people have heard of trophy hunters. People like the platinum games. I do like the platinum games, but I just don't have the energy to go do all the tedious trophies. But the platinumer just usually plays the whole game, maybe once or twice, usually once. just to, they like to platinum games. It's like it goes up on their profile and it shows, you completed this game. But the platinumer definitely just enjoys, they enjoy the story, but they're just out there to get as many achievements as possible, which then again is another respectable. It's very based to do that. But yeah, platinumers, I think they're really good for obviously Fallout games, people buying it and trying to see every aspect of the game, because a platinumer, you're not just doing the main story, you're doing everything else, like you're exploring, you're doing all this like multiple side missions, because there's quests for that, which I think is really awesome. So now we're getting into the 7th person on this list, which this one is very based to Fallout 7, like it's very Fallout New Vegas kind of surrounded. This is the gambler, so this is someone who maxes out their luck skill to the absolute highest, which I've done before on Fallout New Vegas, and this is a straight to the strip and just constantly play cards, max bet on blackjack, on blackjack over and over again. And yeah, so they're just, getting infinite caps just until they get banned from all the casinos, and then, you're kind of screwed at that point. But they're always winning card games, which I think is good. And then when it comes to other games, their luck just comes in handy with finding stuff in crates. They probably have some very powerful armor from not doing anything at all, or just either from getting caps and buying really powerful stuff, or just getting really lucky, with drops and stuff like that, because you have 10 luck. But I think it's cheap, but it is what it is. I mean, being that lucky, like it's in the game for a reason. I think it's actually a really cool aspect into the game. So now we're in the number 8 spot, which this one I kind of came up with last night. I thought it was really funny. Is the Fiend. So this is someone who always has chems popped. This is someone who does not cure their chem addictions and just keeps on popping chems over and over again. So they always have Psycho and all the chems on, because you do become a lot more powerful, but it's has a realistic aspect to it where you do have withdrawals if you use a lot of Psycho. But this is someone who just is always like hitting Psycho. They probably use up a lot of sims. They're always they're always just taking chems to just like have the advantage, which is very understandable in game. But at that point, I feel like you should save it for a boss fight. But some people, they do what they enjoy. But yeah, so that is the list for the 8 more types of Fallout players. If you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe. If we get 15 likes, I'll do another one. I mean, if we get like 14 likes or 13 likes, this video doesn't do as well expected, I'll probably make another one either way. But yeah, so I just want to say thank you guys for watching, like and subscribe. I shall see you guys in another video or stream.